This is a Tallahassee update from the Florida Retail Federation.
Hello, we're here on the 5th floor of the Capitol, and it's a very exciting time. Bills are flying fast and furious around here, and we have a lot of exciting things to share with you today. First, I want to share with you that we have had a bill signed into law by Governor Rick Scott. House Bill 93, sponsored by Representative Greg Steube and Senator Mike Bennett, will again enact into law the preemption against local security camera ordinances. So that's a very exciting issue that we've been working on for a long time, and we're excited that it's been signed by the governor and is once again the law in Florida. Also wanted to share with you about the Employees with Disabilities bill. Very excited to report to you that that bill has passed the Senate unanimously and is on its way down to the House. It's on the special order calendar in the House today, and so we're hoping that we can report to you soon that that bill has passed both chambers and is on its way to the governor. Also want to share with you about the wage theft bill. House Bill 241 by Representative Tom Goodson is on the special order calendar today in the House.
The intent of this bill is to provide uniform wage theft laws within the state to avoid all ordinances and regulations relating to wage theft that have been enacted by government entities other than the state and federal government. This bill will prohibit the enactment of any future ordinances or local regulations on this subject. That is the bill, Mr. Speaker.
We still have some challenges with the Senate bill, the Senate Companion 982 by Senator Jim Norman, but the bill is still alive and we are working hard to make sure that that bill reaches the finish line. Unemployment compensation is still unresolved. The House and the Senate have yet to come to a resolution on that issue. We continue to push for tax relief for the 2011 year, and for those that have already paid their bills because they are due soon, we hope that it will result in tax relief and it will come to employers in the form of a refund or a credit to their account. But as I said, it is yet unresolved, and we'll be meeting with the Senate President today and continuing to work with both the Senate and the House to make sure that there is both tax relief and reforms to Florida's unemployment compensation system. And now we'll be going over to Rick McAllister so that he can update you on an important press conference that took place this week. Rick?
Well, here we are at the 4th floor of the Florida's Capitol. Just completed a press conference over the streamlined sales tax issue. A lot of folks here, a lot of cameras here, a lot of folks from small businesses and large businesses all over the state. It's an interesting event. Streamline may not be the most immediate answer we can have, but certainly the affiliate legislation that we're also introducing is also very important. I think there are a number of legislators who are beginning to understand that we simply can't wait on federal legislation to pass to solve this problem. Local retailers, brick and mortar folks, even online folks who are located in Florida are at a distinct disadvantage. This has to be fixed now. And hopefully this legislature, if not this year, within the coming year, will get this fixed. We're going to show you some of this upcoming press conference, and we'll be back to finish the week a little later.
This is all about jobs and the loss of jobs in Florida. We are a retailer, we're Florida grown, and we have been downsized because of competition from an unfair selling environment.
Small business owners are not exactly crazy about raising more tax dollars, but we are crazy about increasing our sales and not losing sales. No sales means no taxes for the state.
So if somebody has a 6 to 7.5% advantage over us, that's 50% of the margin right out of the chute. We can compete with anybody, but that makes it difficult.
We called it Main Street Fairness because we're trying to give the businesses on Main Street a level playing field.
Thank you, Rick. We've got some other updates to bring to you. First of all, I'd like to let you know that Senate Bill 818 by Mike Fasano is on third reading over in the Senate today. That bill we have supported for the most part for its crackdown on controlled substances and pill mills. However, on second reading yesterday, an amendment did get placed on, which is a generic substitution amendment that we do need to try to see if we can get pulled off over in the House when it goes over to the House to be read on the floor there. The other issue we were working on this week was the sale of fertilizer and preempting the regulation of the sale of fertilizer to the state, to the Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. As you know, a few weeks ago, Clay Ingram passed House Bill 457, which gave us that preemption. We also had Representative Steve Crisafulli put that preemption language into the bigger agriculture bill. That way, whichever bill the Senate decides they're going to move, whether it's the agriculture bill or the standalone fertilizer bill, we can be sure that our preemption language is in there. Some of the other issues that we have are the immigration issue, Senate Bill 2040, which Senator Thrasher just removed from its last committee today, and it will be placed on the floor on the special order calendar with the retailers standing with the other folks in the business community and the ag community in opposing some of the portions of that immigration bill, and we'll be looking to make that more of a friendly bill to our business community and to our tourists as well, to make sure that we can keep that influx of tourists into the state so that we can keep our sales tax revenue and our sales strong. Another issue that will be coming up on the Senate floor is Medicaid reform. Senator Negron will be pushing for a managed care expansion in Medicaid. Finally, I would like to report some fantastic news to you. Randy Miller, as you know, has been working extremely hard on the sales tax holiday bill, and in conference this past week, the House and the Senate came to an agreement. There will be a 3-day sales tax holiday in August on clothing valued at $75 or less and on school supplies valued at $15 or less. So that was a big move for us this year because we were able to get those price points increased. And so be sure to congratulate Randy Miller for all of his hard work on that. And we'd also like to thank Representative Porter because she really pushed that forward in the House and was a great advocate for us in the House, and so we were very happy to get that moving. And Senator Bogdanoff in the Senate as well, who has always been a very good advocate for that bill. So thank them. And then finally, the last bit of good news that we have for you is on Senate Bill 234, which was the open carry gun bill by Senator Greg Evers. He accepted an amendment offered by Senator Bogdanoff, again, a very good friend of ours, on the floor on third reading yesterday, and it got passed in a format which is not open carry, but instead is reduced to the inadvertent exposure of a lawfully concealed weapon. So that's a much better position for us to be in, and we do expect that to go back over to the House and be taken up on the House floor. But again, a great amendment, and thank you to Senator Bogdanoff for offering that for us and for all the hard work that Randy Miller put into it. So those are our updates this week, and we'll be back with you next week.